Ma'am, kaya ako yung sagot ko dyan ay I do not know. Kaya
hindi, walang do not know sa number 10. Sa number 10, sinabi mo, yes, he received legal assistance during national proceedings.
Okay, legal assistance...
baka naman kabulastugan lahat ito.
Legal assistance kasi po, that time, ang pagkakaintindi ko, kasi nandoon yung tatlong lawyers niya.
Sinong tatlo?
Former ES Mijaldea, his wife, and Attorney Delgra.
Madam Chair,
legal assistance during national proceedings. May national proceedings ba doon sa Villamor? Na sinasakot yung tatlong abogadong sinasabi mo?
Legal assistance in serving of warrant.
Ang nakasabi dito, did the arrested person receive legal assistance? Basahin po ninyo, nandyan, during national proceedings. He received legal assistance during national proceedings. Ang sabi po ninyo.
Service of warrant, ma'am.
National proceedings.
Yes, ma'am.
Yan ang pagkaintindi mo. Yes, Senator Bato, please.
ibig mong sabihin, you want to impress upon us that service of warrant is a national proceedings? Yan yung, that's an extradition form kasi. Sir, it's an extradition form. Ang lumalabas kasi rito, case of first impression din po sa ICC na may nag-surrender po sa kabilang tao. Hindi pa mo nangyayari ito eh. I think it's something that even the ICC
tama ka.
Pero know how to react to it.
Balikan ko lang yung nakasulat. Natanggal, nawala. Ibalik mo nga. Ibalik mo. O very clear man ito, Ambassador. Did the arrested person receive legal assistance during national proceeding? Ang sagot mo, he received legal assistance during national proceedings. So, ibig mo sabihin, yung national proceedings na sasabi mo dito, yung pag-serve ng warrant?
Serve ng warrant and also legal assistance kasi kasama ho niya yung tatlong abogado niya.
Ay, ganon. Pati yung competent national judicial authority, si General Torre na lang yun.
Wala ho kasing form ano.
And then liwanag competent national judicial authority. Sino naman yun? Wala naman doon, kundi police.
Madam Chair, ano ho kasi, yung lumalabas ho kasi rito, talagang, even the ICC, the form they use is for extradition purposes. Makikita po naman judicial authority, kasi yun ho talaga experience natin lahat. This is the first time na may nag-surrender po sa kanila. Then they don't even know our domestic law. Kaya po, this is a way to mash things up. Kaya nga nung nag-require ng certification, umubra po yung certification ng Department of Justice, ng Prosecutor General, kasi yun po yung understanding nila ng situation. Pero this is an extradition form, kaya ang mga tanong po dyan is for extradition, not for surrender.
Pero kung extradition yung form mismo ng ICC, dapat nasundan yung extradition na process. May competent national judicial authority. Mismo yung ICC, inaalma pa na hindi ito extradition.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Cayetano.
Just some points. I understand SOJ where you're going, but ang problem ko kasi yung pumirma yung representative supposedly ng bansa. Kasi from the start, information on the surrender and transfer yung title ng form. But as you said, kasi extradition is a form of surrendering, di ba? Pero hindi yun ang sinulog natin. So ang understanding ko kasi, very strict din yung ICC sa human rights. Kasi precisely nga, it's a court that based everything on human rights. So they want to make sure with the form that we followed human rights. Okay. So dun sa number 10, personally, I'm not committing the committee. Personally, I can understand that the service of the warrant is part of the national proceeding. But when you cite, kasi when the ambassador signed his name and ang nakalagay, he received legal assistance during national proceeding, it gives the impression that there was more than just the service of the warrant. If you relate that with number 8, kasi sa number 8, competent national judicial authority. So for example, kung sa kanila, kasama ng judiciary yung fiscal, sa atin ang competent na judiciary is just judiciary.
Mr. Senator, kasi nga, yung questions in the form refer to in case of extradition. Case of first impression nga to, even to the ICC, even to the Philippine government, to the Executive Department, to the Senate, to the Supreme Court, this is a case of first impression.
And assuming,
lalo na kung first impression, di ba dapat binagay na lang, I do not know. Doon sa ibang question,
Madam-
sinagot niya, no, I do not know. Bakit dito buong name siya sumagot?
can I pursue that? So assuming, Mr. Secretary, that I will hook, line, and sinker agree with you, yun ang point ko, di ba? That a representative of the Philippine government should not just sign. He should have noted there, surrender to, not applicable, etc. Because nga, ang titignan naman yung dokumento, hindi yung paliwanag. But I have one more question, and ma'am, payagan nyo, itulay ko rin to kay General Torre. Sir, pakinggan nyo yung question ko kay Ambassador, kasi baka may link to sa isang tanong ko sa inyo. Ambassador, if you go one by one sa questions, it seems to me the ICC wants to make sure na nasunod yung due process at saka human rights ng akusado at ng inaresto. In your view, meron po bang violation ng batas sa pag-arrest or pag-detain ni former President Duterte?
Wala po.
So wala. So wala. And you know our law, so walang violation. Okay. How about you, General Torre? May violation po ba sa arrest or detention ni former President Duterte?
No, sir.
No, wala. Categorical, wala tayong violate na.
No, sir.
Okay. Can I read to you Republic Act 7438, an act defining certain rights of person arrested and detained under custodial investigation, as well as the duties of the arresting, detaining, and investigating officer in providing penalties for violation thereof. Section F, any person arrested or detained, arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation shall be allowed visits by or conference with any member of the immediate family or any medical doctor or priest, minister chosen by him or by any member of his immediate family or by his counsel. I saw the video, sir. President Duterte was asking for his own doctor. Ang sabi niyo, hindi, may dala kayong doctor na colonel. Tama po ba?
That's one part, sir.
Yes, so you did not allow him to bring in his own doctor.
There's another video that will show that he has his doctors from the Cardinal San.
Yes, and he was saying kulang yon kasi ano pa sila, di ba? Yung iba pang doctors, pero hindi na pinayagan. There's videos from outside, yung ibang gamit, etc. Correct, sir? So, you can answer, hindi to yes or no. So, to your point, did you allow all of his doctors in or no?
Sir, we have substantial doctor. I think we have complied with 7438.
Okay, it doesn't say here substantial. It says here,
7438.
no sir, ang sabi kasi dito, his choice, hindi nyo choice. Hindi nyo choice i-limit yung doctors niya. Ang sabi nyo substantial. So, I will clarify. Were there doctors that you requested you did not allow in? Yes
I was
or
not
no?
aware of that, sir.
Okay, you're not aware kung meron pinapasok o wala.
Kung meron siyang ibang
Okay.
additional doctors.
But I saw the video wherein you're saying 2-star, ako na nagdedesisyon, I will not allow VP Sara in. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hindi ba siya anak? Ang nakalagay dito, the person's immediate family shall include his or her spouse, fiancé, parent or child, brother, sister, grandparent, grandchild, uncle, aunt, nephew, niece, etc. Ang penalty nito ay 4 na taon na kulong. Penalty clause. Any arresting public officer, employee, or any investigator who fails to inform any person arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation of his right to remain silent and to have competent penalty of not less than 8 years. So, ito, the letter B, any person who obstructs or prevents any of his lawyers, any member of his family, or person arrested, detained, and medical doctor or priest of his choice 4 years. So, sir, you prevented VP Sara from entering.
At the outset, sir, maraming salamat sa pagbigay sa akin ng pagkakataon na ito para ma-clarify yan, sir. Dahil nung first hearing natin, sir, ay palagay ko na-explain na lahat yan, sir. At nagkaroon ng napakaraming mga
Nung first hearing, sir, ang pinag-usapan kasi doon na lawyer, ako, upon looking at the Constitution, kaming mga senador, we cannot appear before the court, but we can practice. Pero ang presidente, vice president cannot practice. So kasama na ako doon at yung ibang nagsabing abogada. Pero nung nakita ko tong batas na to, nakalagay, pag anak, you cannot stop them from visiting. And nakita ko yung video, but sabi nyo nga, may kompleto kayong video, that's why I'm asking you, baka naman pinapasok nyo nang hindi ko alam. Sabi mo, sir, ako na. Ako nag-decision nito, sir. I don't know if you use the word ako mananagot. So, simple lang question ko, did you prevent VP Sara from seeing her father? Yes or no?
Can I expound on this, sir, before I answer the yes,
Yes,
or no?
go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Kaya ako nagpapasalamat, sir, na ma-expound yan, sir. Dahil after the first hearing, medyo marami-rami ang lumabas, sir, ng mga misinformation regarding that matter, sir. Yes, sir, I did prevent I did deny the request of President Duterte for him to allow VP Sara to enter, sir. Kasi nga naman, sir, mag-alas 10 na yun, sir. And that is already around 12 hours after we first got him into custody. The VP has all the chances to be with the President earlier that day. We were expecting her. Actually, sir, mga alas 3 pa lang. May information na darating siya. And kung gusto talaga nilang pumasok, sir, pwede naman, sir, eh. Kasi,
Hinatangan mo nga eh.
ma'am, sinundo, ma'am, sa loob ng Villamor.
Sinabi nga ninyo na hinarang, di ba?
Yes,
niyo,
ma'am. Ito, ma'am,
kasi gabi na, matagal na.
I did, ma'am, I did really prevent that from the VP. I told the President that she can visit her on the detention cell in Hague. Sabi ko kung gusto niya talaga. Pero,
sabi
kasi
mo
nga naman,
makapasok, pero
ma'am,
sa kabilang
sandali, ma'am.
labo, sinabi mo you prevented. Ayun ba talaga?
Let me clarify, ma'am, hindi pa ako tapos, ma'am, eh.
Hindi, iba-iba lang yung sinasabi mo eh.
Ma'am, patapusin niyo ako kung pwede. Kung pwede, ma'am. Okay lang. Yeah. Kasi ma'am, meron tayong...
The resource person is,
If you will allow me. Sir, if you will allow me. Sir, okay, sir.
Kaya, but please.
Ito, sir, after all was being said and done, yung sasakyan ni Hanilet, sir, and 5 other vehicles, nakapasok at sinundo sila, sir. Ang aeroplano nasa bukas pang pintuan, sir. So, yan, sir, ang isang tumayong balahibo ko nun, sir, ng panahon na nakita ko, andyan yata si VP Sara, andyan si Bongo nakapasok na. Kasi sinusundo na sila Hanilet at saka si Kitty, sir, ng kanilang mga sasakyan, together with the other entourage. Bakit nila sumabay din, sir, sa tarmac? Bukas pa naman, sir, ang pintuan.
Alam mo, Madam Chair,
Sir,
Nick,
that's a new
ibig kong
information,
sabihin,
sir.
kung pwede pumasok yung si Ma'am Hanilit at saka si Kitty, gusto mo ring sabay-sabay na sila.
Sir, ganito. Hindi ko dinideny na pinrevent ko si VP Sara na pumasok based on the request of the president, the former president.
Okay.
The reason for that,
prevented VP Sara from entering.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because the reason for that is that 12 hours na ang nakalipas at tapos na ang lahat ng mga delaying tactics. I cannot allow that. Otherwise, magiging magulo pa ang situation,
Nag-expire
sir.
pala yung karapatan ng
May expiration date pala yung karapatan ng anak na bumisita sa kanyang tatay.
Sir, we do believe, ako, sir, personally, that's my call at that time because I'm operating on the premise na
So it's your call.
mission.
So it's your call to
Yes,
violate
sir.
the law.
Yes,
It's your call to violate the law. Kaya nakalagay sa batas, binasa ni Senator Alan Cayetano na bawal na pigilan yung anak na bumisita. So it's your call to violate the law.
hindi sa ganong context, sir.
So,
Anong konteksto?
Anong konteksto
Sabi
mo?
ko lang, talagang hinadlangan mo yung pagpasok eh.
Mr. President, I won't belabor the point kasi sinagot ko naman, sir, yung tanong ko. Kasi nga, going back to Ambassador Lacanilao, that's a violation of the law. If you look at the law, it says arrested, detained, and custodial investigation. Kung arrested lang to, baka may lusot, 12 hours, 6 hours, matagal na. Pero ang nakalagay sa law kasi, you cannot deny pag arrested, detained, and custodial investigation. No if, no buts tong batas na to because nga, in the past, lalo pagka Wala pa namang internet masyado nito eh. 1992, no? Wala pa masyado yung mga, bago pa lang yung mga, cellphone na ba nito? Or ano? But ang point, sir, there's no exceptions here. So that's a matter of defense kay Gerald Torre. But just to pursue this, yung Dr. Suba ni President Duterte certified him fit to travel. Di ba sabi niyo, sir, eventually pinapasok niyo rin doktor niya. So nung una, sa video nakita ko, ay hindi pa kasi niya nasasubmit yung buong video, kaya hindi pa namin na-review. No? That's why I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Kasi I'm not an eyewitness, I didn't see the, and even if I'm not an eyewitness, I didn't view the video. No? So dun sa nakita ko kasi, you were denying, the President was saying, you have to make sure I'm fit to travel, and then sabi niya, doktor ko, ang sabi niyo, may doktor na dito, it was a police or military colonel. So eventually you let in some of his doctors, correct, sir? Yeah. Did they certify that he was fit to travel?
I believe, sir, on that argument, we can
No, it's not an argument. I was just
Sir,
asking,
okay, sir.
did
Sir.
they certify that he was fit to travel or hindi sila tinanong were they fit to travel?
It's a part of the procedure for his private doctors to do that, sir. It will be the government doctors who will be...
No, that's not true, sir. Ang nakalagay ho dito sa batas, it can be his doctors. Magiging inutil yung batas if you invite your doctors and then they cannot certify. So, ang mangyayari nun, if they certify hindi pwede, sinertify ng government doctor pwede, korte ang magsasabi at kakasuhan yung doktor na nagkakamali. Hindi mo pwede basta i-replace ng government doctor yung, so like now, no? If anyone here biglang nag-faint at sinabing hindi na siya pwedeng mag-appear dito, we have a Senate doctor. But if it's the doctor of the witness who tells us, we cannot immediately judge on the two. Kasi even dito po sa surrender, may mga tanong about being fit to travel. Na ang nakalagay nga even yung baka mapahamak yung kapitan. Kasi kung titignan niyo po yung yung pinirmahan ng kapitan, sa pinirmahan niya po may nakalagay doon
Yes, Senator Cayetano, kung pwede lang i-clarify,
anyway.
ang nangyari, si Kitty, sinabi talaga na hindi pinapasok yung doktor. At sinabi ni Dr. Rosa Alensi na ang dating Pangulo, napakataas na ng kanyang diabetes, umabot ng 328, he needs to be admitted directly to a hospital. Nagkaroon ng diskusyon doon sa Villamor, tinatawag yata, nung isang Colonel Dr. Donald Palma, cardiologist, na hindi siya nasa kalagayan na magbiyahe ng mahaba. Pero pinirmahan ni Dr. Colonel Jonathan Rico, isa na namang Armed Forces Doctor, Commanding Officer ng Air Force, na pwede siyang bumiyahe. So, ibig sabihin, maliwanag na ang pumirma ng certification of fit to travel ay hindi kanyang doktor na hindi pinapasok, kundi doktor ng AFP.
So correct ba ho ang pagkakwento ni Chairperson? No, Senator Go, just before, ito yung dahilan kung ba't ko tinatanong Sabi nga ni SOJ, sub judice meron na request, may petition for writ of habeas corpus. Ang aking concern ngayon, kasi ang bata, ang ginagaya, hindi yung salita natin yung gawa. And I think ganun din sa batang pulis, batang militar, batang tanod, batang NBI. They're watching now. So what if someone was arrested in Tawi-Tawi? Can he be visited by his family anytime? And can his doctor, they say, hindi mo pwede ilipad ng Manila yan. That's why I'm asking all of this because according to Ambassador Marcos, Alacanilaw, walang violation. Sabi niyo, walang violation, pero apparent dito. No? So I just want to put that on record. Sana malinaw natin yan. Kasi may police, meron din po kayong, di ba, revised PNP operation procedure. Pati doon, pareho ng batas pero parang hindi nasunod. So I submit to you and to Senator Bongo. Thank you for waiting.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Ambassador Lacanilaw, babalikan ko lang yung pinirmahan ninyo. Andito na sinabi ninyo, kahit nagkakadiskusyon na tungkol sa diabetes ni Presidente Duterte at yung kanyang kalagayan, pinirmahan ninyo that you don't know if he's fit to travel or not. Bakit pinagbiyahe yan kung hindi ka sigurado?
Ma'am, first of all, kasi hindi po ako nasa medical field, hindi ako ang doktor. Kaya
Pero
hindi po-
pinirmahan mo rin na hiniling niya na dalhin siya sa ospital kaagad kasi masama na ang pakiramdam.
Ma'am, kasi hindi po niya, that time, nag-request ko si former ES Medialdea na i-inform ko, paglapag namin sa Hague, ang ICC na mabigyan si former president ng medical assistance. Sabi niya, baka hindi ka pakinggan. Sabi ko, kakausapin ko po. Kaya ho, nag-request ho ako that time, paglapag namin, kinausap ko po
So
kaagad.
hindi totoo na hindi mo alam.
Ano
Alam
po?
mo na may problema.
Hindi po. Kasi po, yun po yung request. Wala po ko alam po kasi hindi naman po ko yung doktor.
Hindi ko naman sinasabi na doktor ka, ambassador ka, sinabi mo kanina. Pero ang pinirmahan mo rito, you do not know. Paano you don't know? Nagkakagulo na tungkol sa doktor.
Hindi po. Yun nga po. Nag-request lang po si former ES Medialdea na ambassador, mag-request tayo sa ICC para mabigyan ng medical assistance si former president. Pero hindi po namin pinag-usapan kung ano po yung kalagayan na mataas po ang kanyang sugar o mataas ang kanyang...
Hindi, humihingi na nga na direkta nga dalhin sa ospital. Tanungin natin si Senator Bongo. Kanina pa nagtataas ng kamay, sorry.
Ako nagtatanong, ako po magtatanong. Po, Ambassador Marcos Lacanilaw, totoo ba na pagdating doon sa The Hague, sinakay siya sa stretcher, siya na lang mag-isa? Yes or no?
Opo.
Hindi niyo na sinamahan?
Hindi po kami inalaw ho ng ICC.
Paano yung mga medisina niya?
Yun pong kanyang personal nurse together with the PNP doctor, nakipag-coordinate po sa doktor ng
Hindi
ICC
sila
and
pinababa?
binigay ho yung...
Yes or no?
Ano po yun?
Hindi sila pinababa?
Hindi po.
Wala siyang kasama binaba?
Wala po, siya lang po.
Siya lang mag-isa?
Opo.
Alam niyo ba, marami siyang medisina, 27 yan, araw-araw. Kung ano yung pinainom sa kanya, hanggang ngayon po, hindi pa rin pinapainom sa kanya, kahit pinadalawang beses na pinadalahan siya mula sa Pilipinas, hindi pinapapasok. Dahil gusto nila sila ang maggamot. Paano na lang po kung hindi hiyang o hindi naayon sa kanyang karamdaman. Yung nasa Villamor pa lang po, si dating Pangulong Duterte, mataas yung blood sugar niya. And he is due for check-up po, March 12. Andiyan dyan po yung nurse niya. Monthly po yan. December, January, February, March. Buwan-buwan po yung kanyang medical procedure. 80 years old na po yan. Buwan-buwan, ako mismo sinasamahan ko. Pati yung gamot niya, buwan-buwan, ako rin po nagpapadala. May karamdaman na po si Tatay Digo. Alam niyo po, ganito ang totoong kwento. Parang, alam niyo lang po yung totoo. Nung dumating si dating Pangulong Duterte, andyan dyan po yung doktor niya. Parap ko po si Chief PNP Marbil. Tinanong ko po, Sir, saan niyo ba dadalhin? Kasi dito yung mga doktor. Sabi niyo, dadalhin po sa kampo sa 250. Kaya tinanong ko po yung spokesperson na hindi nagsasabi ng totoo. Tinanong ko saan dadalhin. Hindi niya ako sinagot, tinalikuran niya ako. Sumunod po kami. Nung sumunod kami, hindi na po ako pinapasok. That was 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Meron pong sumundo sa amin. Sumakay ako sa sasakyan ni Ma'am Hanilet. Pagbaba sa gate, binababa po ako. That was 3 o'clock pa lang po. Binababa po ako. Hindi po ako pinapasok. Respeto lang naman ang hinihingi ko. Just for the record. Sino bang pumigil nito? Bakit yan hindi kami pinapasok? Kaya hindi po ako nagtataka kung hindi po pinapasok. Si VP Sara nung gabi. Paano papasok? Sarado na yung gate. As in, sarado. Lahat po ng gate sa kampo, sarado na po. Nung sinubukan ko pong pumasok, nagpaalam po kami. Pinababa po ako. kahit nakasakay na po ako sa sasakyan. Nakiusap na lang po ako papasukin yung mga doktor. Yung 3 doktor po. It took you about 3 hours, 4 hours pa po. After his arrival, bago pinapasok yung doktor. Yung oxygen niya nandoon, yung ambulansya po nandoon. Inantay muna about 3 to 4 hours. Or even 5 hours bago pinapasok po yung ambulansya. Pati yung doktor niya. Doon pa po nalaman na mataas 300 plus po ang kanyang blood sugar. With that findings, kung talagang chinek up ng doktor ninyo na maayos, he is not fit to fly. He is not fit to fly. Due for check-up na po siya and admission po, March 12. You may check with his hospital sa Cardinal Santos. Naka-reserve na po yun. A week before pa po. Hindi naman magsisinungaling yung hospital. Yun na po. Kung gusto lang natin malaman dito, yung katotohanan lamang po. The truth. The truth.
General?
Kung ano lang po yung totoo. Salamat po.
General, tama ba yung sinasabi ni Senator Bongo na 3 oras nang nag-iintay yung sariling doktor ni dating Pangulo at hindi pinapapasok ng pagkahaba-habang panahon samantalang may sakit yung kanyang pasyente?
There was a doctor from Cardinal Santos, ma'am, babae. At nag-request pa nga yun nung...
3 oras bang nag-iintay?
Nag-request pa ng... na magpapasok ng ECG, ma'am.
Pero 3 oras nag-iintay?
3 to 4 hours po bago pinapasok ang doktor at yung ambulansya. Ginawa na po installment yung pagpapasok ninyo. Una, papasukin muna yung isang doktor. Pinapasok na naman yung isang doktor. Finally po, kailangan pumasok yung ambulansya, yung ECG mismo, pati yung oxygen. Anuhin mo naman yung doktor, wala yung ambulansya, wala yung ECG, wala yung oxygen. Tingnan niyo po yung records niyo, ano oras nakapasok. 10 a.m. yung arrival, kapasok yung doktor, mga alas 2 na po, siguro alas 3. It took 4 hours. Pakiusap ko lang po yung katotohanan lamang po. Huwag na tayong magpaligoy-ligoy dito, huwag na natin iikot pa. The truth lang po.
Maraming salamat, Senator Go. At nakita ko yung mga retrato ni Presidente Duterte.